So today is Saturday. Welcome to day 1 of Camp NaNo. It is July 1st. As you saw, I have the Camp NaNo website up. It's currently about 7:18 in the morning. I'm not going to jump right into my tasks for the day for Camp NaNo right away. I have some, if you've been watching my vlogs, you've seen that I am doing some side work at my cousin's virtual assistant business, and so I have some work that I need to do for that first. I have some posts that need to go up, some emails I need to send, things like that. I have to catch up with a client, so all those things. And then after that, we're gonna head to the gym, start the day off, healthily. Go to the gym, get a good workout in, then we'll come home, and while my husband is in the shower and getting ready and stuff, then I'll sit down and get started on some of these Camp NaNo tasks for the day. So, if you saw my prep video from last week, you saw that I'm not necessarily going for a certain word count. I don't really have much of a word goal. It's more of a list of tasks that I want to complete in order to finish, or I guess in order to redo the outline for my book, so that I can then actually sit down and write it. I may start drafting at some point during the month of July, but first my first goal is really going to be to flesh out that outline, come up with some more scenes, work on character development, things like that. So, welcome to day 1. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed these vlogs from Camp NaNo for the month of July. I will tag some other YouTube channels down below who are also doing Camp NaNo videos. And yeah, welcome. Thank you for being here. Please like this video down below. Let me know in the comments if you're participating in Camp NaNo. What are you writing? What project are you working on? Are you outlining? Are you drafting? Are you editing? What are you doing? Let me know. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna get to work, get some of this stuff done. Maybe if I get done quick enough, then I can focus on NaNo. But yeah, welcome to day 1, and I'll check back in a little bit. Guys, welcome back. So it is day 2 of NaNo now, Camp NaNo. It is Sunday, July 2nd. As you saw, I have my writing dashboard pulled up, my NaNo site. I did not update yesterday as much as I wanted, but I kind of expected that. We're usually a lot busier on the weekends. We're not home as much, so I knew that updating on the weekends would be sporadic. Probably you'll just see updates on weekends, like in the morning and in the evening. So it's about 11:30 now. We're gonna be leaving the house here soon to go grab lunch, do other things. It's also a holiday weekend this weekend, so we're gonna be a little bit busier during the week. But like I said in yesterday's clips, I'm not really trying to be too strict with Camp NaNo. I really just want to hit the different goals that I have more than a word count. So I did get some stuff checked off my to-do list yesterday that I wanted to get done. I got the NaNo site all set up with my current work in progress. I got my Notion dashboard set up. I made a list of all the things that I want to accomplish during NaNo. I read my outline and to kind of refamiliarize myself with it, because that's the main thing I want to focus on for NaNo, is expanding on the outline that I already have, and just make it more in-depth, so that when it comes time to draft, I have more of I can use the outline as more of like a sounding board and just kind of follow the flow of the outline. So that's my main goal for NaNo. So I already started doing that. And then today I updated my 2 fan fictions that I'm going to be working on as well, with a little author's note, letting them know hey guys, I know I have disappeared, haven't updated these in a while, but I'm working on it. Hopefully I'll be updating here in the next few weeks. Those of you who are still around, thank you so much. Whatever. And then I went and looked at that outline, compared it to the words that I do already have drafted, and I combined a couple of chapters that I had separated. I combined them into one chapter. I went in and revised a couple of chapters, added some words to those chapters, kind of changed things around so that they make a little bit more sense and things flow a little better, and just the flow of the chapters is more consistent. So I have done a little bit of what I wanted to do this weekend. Again, it's not so much about the words being written, more about just getting further along in the process, basically. So yeah, today I've already had a successful start to the day, which I'm happy about. We're gonna be here another few minutes, so I may try to add a few more words to that chapter that I was working on. Maybe get a couple more things checked off the to-do list, and then I will check back in tonight. You'll probably get some b-roll of our day today like you did yesterday, and then tonight I'll check back in, and let you guys know how many extra words I actually ended up writing into the draft and what other stuff I got checked off my to-do list. So happy Sunday. I hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. You'll be seeing this in the future. This will be next Monday, so this will be in the future. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great 4th of July. And I will check back in with you guys tonight. So it is Monday now. It's Monday, July 3rd. It is currently about 6:20 in the morning. I just got up, got me some coffee. I did not update last night, but I did come home and get some work done. I revised, went through and edited a couple of scenes and combined some scenes to create, to restructure some chapters to make things a little bit more cohesive. And I ended up writing 669 words for the day, so I'll take that. Like I said yesterday, I'll probably repeat this the whole month, but writing progress, word count, is not necessarily my goal for this camp. That I'm saving for proper NaNo in November. But so 669 additional words is great progress, so I will take that. I'm up. I have the NaNo site up. I need to edit today's vlog. I haven't edited any of my clips from yesterday, from last week. I usually try to edit them daily, as I go. Work was so busy last week that I did not do that, so I need to do that. Try to get that done. I think I'm gonna do that between now and 7, and then from 7 to 8 before work, I will work on Camp NaNo stuff. I think I'm gonna grab my copy of Save the Cat, go through that, see what that stirs up and what I can kind of move around and stuff based off of that, and yeah, get some stuff done before work. So I will check back in with you guys right before I start, and we'll see how things went. So it is about 4 o'clock now. I'm just about to be done with work. I'm about to clock out here in a couple minutes. I'm still working on editing the vlog that is supposed to go up at some point today, but I have not been able to finish editing it because work has been nuts. Work is going to keep being nuts for the foreseeable future, probably, because we are losing another person next week, and it is starting to get to be a lot. Everyday work is anxiety inducing, panic attack inducing now. So trying to add on my side stuff on top of having to focus on work is not going very well. And it's just stressed me out even more. So I put it off, left it alone, just accepted the fact that I was not going to be able to vlog. Not going to be able to edit that vlog during the day. So now that I'm about to be at work, I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Nick took his car to a car shop, like the guy that does the tint on our cars. He's having him change the lights out in the car or something. So he's gonna be there for a while. So I don't want to start cooking dinner until he's back or on his way back. So I'm going to work on this vlog for as long as I can until he gets back, and hopefully I can have it done by the time he gets back. And then that's mostly everything to work on today. I worked on NaNo stuff this morning, so at least I got some stuff done. I wrote like 700 words earlier, so that's pretty good for one of my fan fictions. And I've gotten a decent amount of stuff off my list. So while not the most productive day in the world that I would like, I have gotten stuff done, so I need to accept that and be happy with that. I do want to do some more reading of Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms tonight. Maybe do some knitting. Knitting is always really good at night after work because it helps me just kind of like turn my brain off and I don't have to like really think about anything. So I'll probably do that here in a little bit. But like I said, right now I'm going to focus on editing this vlog, and then I will check back in tonight with you guys on my NaNo progress for the day and what I finish here in the evening. So I will check back in then. Editing this vlog. Once Nick tells me he is on his way home, then I will start cooking dinner. I'm just making us nachos tonight. Since we're both off tomorrow, we're gonna have like a relaxed night. We're gonna have nachos. We're gonna watch a movie. I think we're gonna watch Dune. We never saw it when it came out last year, but we both want to. But it's such a long movie. It's like 3 hours long or something. So I think we're gonna watch that tonight. And then tomorrow for 4th of July, I think we're gonna go to the movies during the day. I think we're gonna go see Elemental. And then tomorrow evening we're gonna go out to Boulder City, where we're both where we both graduated high school, and sit out on the golf course and watch the fireworks from there. Boulder City does a huge fireworks show at the Veterans Memorial Park in Boulder City, but it gets super packed and it's so hot outside, and you have to get there like super early if you want to get a good spot, and it's just a big hassle, and it's really hot. It's too hot for Nick to be out there all day. So by going to the golf course, we can still see the fireworks from there, but we only have to get there like an hour, maybe 2 hours before the fireworks. And they have food and stuff out there, so we're just going to do that tomorrow. My parents are coming. I invited my brothers. I don't know if they're coming or not. So that'll be a fun night, so I'll show you some clips of that tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to, once this is done, I'm probably just going to relax the rest of the night and do some knitting, like I said earlier, try to read some more of Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Because I'm getting to the end of them and they're getting so good, the like high drama, which I love. So yeah, that is it for now. I will talk to you guys later when I have another NaNo update.
What if stories could come to life? New surprises await at the Disney 100 celebration, only at the Disneyland Resort.
Morning guys, welcome back. So it is Wednesday, July 5th now. It is about 8:50 right now. We had a great day yesterday. We went to the movies. We saw Elemental. People have been saying that they didn't like Elemental. I think they're crazy. I thought it was so good. It was so cute, heartwarming. It made me cry. It was beautiful. I really, really loved it. One of the best Disney Pixar movies to come out in a while, I think. Then we went over to the golf course in Boulder City and watched the fireworks with my parents. We had pizza with them. Great night. We had a lot of fun. Nick is off tonight, or today, I guess, but I do work, so I'm going to be clocking in here in a few minutes, and then I will give you guys an update on my reading. But I wanted to go ahead and start the vlog for the morning, say hi, and I'll check back in a little bit after I clock in. So it's Thursday now, July 6th. I don't even know when the last time I updated was. I think I updated yesterday. I have not done very much for NaNo this week. Work is just super crazy and I'm just having a hard time finding the time to do it. Between work and like my virtual assistant side job stuff, it's just been a lot, so I haven't really had time to do very much for NaNo. But I did get some stuff figured out. I rewrote some scenes earlier in the week, got some stuff written for my fan fiction, so I've been somewhat productive, just not as productive each day like I'd like. I'm gonna try to do a little bit today. I just wanted to come in and do somewhat of an update to this vlog. I don't want like the entire like B-roll to be just me working, because that's like all I'm doing. So this may end up being a shorter vlog for this week. You know, it is what it is. The realities of my life right now is real life. Quick reading update. I did finish Feathers That Bleed. I'll put the cover up here. I give it 4 stars. I liked it. It was good. Like I think I said this earlier, but it has very like similar vibes to like Den of Vipers. That same kind of dark romance with like violent men who like are only nice to their like woman. It was good. I liked it. I really liked the characters. The characters actually had a lot of like depth to them. They were really well developed. I loved the friend group. That's the thing about these kind of books for me, is there's always some kind of like insular friend group, and that's what always makes these books for me, even more than like the romance. So I love that part of it. I love how distinct each of the characters were. I love seeing it, the main character, seeing her like growth throughout the book. There wasn't anything that pushed it like into a 5-star for me, but I definitely give it a solid 4 stars. I'm definitely going to be recommending it to my coworkers. We all read Den of Vipers together recently, like at the beginning of the year, I think. So I definitely think that they will enjoy this one as well. It has the same kind of like level of like gore and violence and like description of gore. Doran reminds me a lot of what's his name from Den of Vipers? Things like Gage. I don't know if that's correct, but I think it's Gage. Reminded me a lot of that character from Den of Vipers. So yeah, I really liked it. This comes out July 21st, I believe. Like I said, the cover should be up there, so I'll link it down below as well. I'll link the Goodreads and the author's Instagram page down below as well. And yeah, that's basically all that I finished. I'm still working on Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. I don't have too much left of those. I think maybe I have like 100 pages left in each, so hopefully I can finish those. I wanted to finish those by tomorrow when Summerween starts, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm super ready for Summerween. I'm ready for that kind of vibe, for all of the cozy days sitting with my like ASMR on and a cup of coffee or tea and just all the cozy vibes. I'm ready for it. And I think that's about it. Morning guys, welcome back. So it is Friday now. It is Friday, July 7th. I keep wanting to say January. July 7th, which means that it is Summerween time. Summerween started today. It'll run for a week. I'm doing a whole separate reading vlog for that. But I'm in my office now. I did some reading this morning for Summerween, so that's going to be talked about over there. But I did finish Kingdom of Ash last night and Empire of Storms. Those books were so good. Probably the 2 best books in the series. Doing the tandem read was such a good idea. It just made the whole reading experience so much better. I'll talk more about those in my wrap up at the end of the month. But I highly recommend the Throne of Glass series. I wasn't sure about it at first, but once you get past the first couple of books, it just takes off, and the whole series is so good. I'm really excited to start Kingdom of Ash, the last book in the series. I'm tempted to count it for Summerween because it has witches in it, so could count. I mean, might be cheating a little bit, but that's alright. So I finished those yesterday. Most of my reading today is probably going to be for Summerween, so I'm going to update on that. I have some work I need to do from my VA stuff. I want to do some stuff for NaNo, keep working on those scene cards like I was doing yesterday, so I'll update you guys on that then. I have a little Halloween candle burning back here, if you can see that, and I mean, it had to be done for today, right? So I'm not like a huge like Swiftie. I do consider myself a Swiftie, but I'm not like, I don't know, not as obsessed as some people, I guess. But I'm definitely going to be listening to it today. So I have that on. I have some breakfast. I feel like this goes with the fall themes really well. And I'm going to get to work. So I'll check back in later when I have an update for NaNo. So I wanted to show you the 5-year journal that I said Ray got me for my birthday. So this is it. So it's pretty big. When you open it, it's like this. And there's basically a page like this for every day. And there's spots for each year. So there's 5 spots. So this would be 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27. And then that way, so when whatever I write this year, when I go in to write next year, I can look back on next year, and then the year before that, or the following year, I can look at these 2 years and so on and so forth. So it's really cool. I'm really excited to keep filling it out. I want to go back and kind of just fill in sporadically for the beginning of the year. I'll probably go back through like Facebook and Instagram and stuff and see different things that happen and fill in, like backfill the rest of the year. My submarine mug there. I just did an update for submarine. I grabbed Kingdom of Ash from my from my bookshelves. I think I'm gonna try to start that. We went to the tattoo shop last night, hung out with my friends. My husband got a tattoo. You'll have seen clips of that. Today we're gonna go to church, and I'm not sure what else. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so we'll probably go see her at some point. And yeah, that is basically the update for now. I haven't done anything for NaNo, so I can't show you that. But if I do end up doing a little bit of NaNo stuff today, I will show you that then. Sunday night now. It's about 8:30. I didn't really update this weekend. I took a little bit of B-roll footage, but I didn't update much this weekend. It was actually a pretty busy weekend. It was my mom's birthday and everything. So you saw we went to the movies. We had some donuts and coffee and stuff this morning. Yesterday we went to church and all that. I haven't done anything for NaNo this weekend. I'm going to try and read a little bit of Save the Cat now. Maybe work on some more scene cards. I haven't done any reading other than what I'm reading for Summerween, so that'll be in that vlog. But I'm basically going to end this one here. I didn't get too much done for NaNo as much as I would have liked. Like I've said 1,000 times this vlog, work has been super busy, and I usually get most of the stuff done during the week. So hopefully this coming week will be better. Maybe it won't be quite as busy, and I'll be able to focus a little bit more on Camp and NaNo stuff. But I did get a couple of chapters. Written in for my fan fictions. I got some scene cards done. I reworked some chapters, so I did get some stuff done, just not quite as much as I would have liked. So yeah, that is the end of week 1 for Camp NaNo. I know this month is gonna fly by, so I do want to try to get, like I said, as much done this coming week as I can. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end this here. I will start again tomorrow morning for week 2, and I will see you guys then.